Dreamscape presents A Mind Spread Out on the Ground by Alicia Elliott. Narrated by Kyla Garcia. For the people who always made me feel like I mattered. Mom, Dad, Mike. A mind spread out on the ground. He took his glasses off and rubbed the bridge of his nose, the way men in movies do whenever they encounter a particularly vexing woman. I'm really confused. You need to give me something here. What's making you depressed? His reaction made me think briefly of residential schools, the state-mandated, church-run boarding schools Indigenous kids were sent to kill the Indian and save the man. At the time, I couldn't understand the connection between the two. Maybe it was the fact that he operated his therapy sessions out of a church. That certainly didn't help. I wasn't sure what to say. Can a metaphor or simile capture depression? It was definitely heavy, but could I really compare it to a weight? Weight, in and of itself, is not devastating. Depression is. At times it made me short of breath, and at times it had the potential to be deadly. But was it really like drowning? At least with drowning, others could see the flailing limbs and splashing water, and know you needed help. Depression could slip in entirely unnoticed and dress itself up as normalcy. So when it finally took hold, others would be so surprised they wouldn't know how to pull you to safety. They'd stand there staring, good-intentioned but helpless. Empathetic, perhaps, but mute. Or, as in the case of this particularly unqualified therapist, angry and accusing. Not that I necessarily blame them. I've done the same thing. When what was left of my family moved to the Six Nations of the Grand River Reserve in Ontario, Canada, we lived in a 2-bedroom trailer. My sister and I in the smaller room, my 3 younger brothers in the master bedroom. My parents had no bedroom, no bed. They slept in the living room on the couch and recliner. As one may assume of such circumstances, privacy was precious, if it existed at all. Doors never stayed closed for long. At any moment, someone could barrel in unannounced. This meant there was no place for my mother to hide her illness. I'd mostly known her as having bipolar disorder, though she'd been diagnosed and re-diagnosed many times.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?